I'm going to share 7 small habits that will raise your vibration. Now, humans are habitual creatures, and the way we create new habits is through repetition. So if you commit to consistently applying these habits every day, what will happen is over time, they're going to become second nature. They're going to become a subconscious program. So you'll naturally be doing these things, and that's what's going to help keep you in those higher frequencies. Now, the first small habit is a gratitude practice. Just by creating a daily gratitude practice where, you could wake up in the morning and just say 3 things that you're grateful for every day. And what gratitude does is it shifts your focus from the lack in your life to the blessings, and that is what raises your vibration. So that is a great practice to apply. Now, the second small habit is to simply go out for a walk in nature. By going out in nature, it improves our mood, it reduces stress and anxiety, it improves mental health, it trains you to be more present to the moment, and it grounds your energy. So this is really good if you're in your head too much with a lot of scattered thoughts. And it's even better if you take your shoes and socks off and connect your feet to the earth so you can absorb free electrons from the earth, which keeps the body healthy. And so that's a great way to keep yourself in those elevated frequencies and emotions. Now, the third small habit is to spend time with high vibrational people. Don't waste your time around low vibrational people because energy is contagious. If you're hanging around negative people, people that have that attitude of being a victim or life's so hard, that's going to rub off on you. You're going to start having the same thoughts and the same feelings. So what I've had to do for myself is remove myself from those types of people. And it's good to have high vibrational people around you instead because energy is contagious. So if you're around, positive people that love life, life is amazing, that's going to rub off on you. You're going to have, more positive thoughts and feelings as well. Now, if you're like me and you've had problems trying to find high vibrational people, spiritual people in your physical reality, the other option is to find high vibrational people online that you can connect with. So you could be watching just content from high vibrational people, and just by watching their content and, their energy can, because energy is contagious even through a screen, so their high vibe energy can rub off onto you. Or I've found quite a lot of spiritual people online, and I've started making some online friends and connections and just having those types of people that you can talk to, like-minded people. So yeah, if you're like me and you can't find them in the physical reality, there's plenty of people like that online, and you can just start, consuming content or talking to these people, and that's going to help to keep you in the higher frequencies as well. Now, the fourth small habit is a technology break. Now, technology, too much technology is not good for us. Humans aren't designed to be, attached to these devices all the time. Now, even these devices, like our phones, can actually negatively affect our own electromagnetic field. So this is one of the reasons why we want to have breaks from it. I also recommend not sleeping with your phone next to you at night because, again, the phone, if it's right next to you, it can still negatively affect your electromagnetic field. So I always turn my phone off when I go to sleep. And another reason we want to have these technology breaks is because a lot of people get addicted to mindless scrolling, right? The reason you get addicted to the mindless scrolling is because you're getting cheap dopamine hits. So whenever you see a new video, dopamine hit, another one, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit. And what ends up happening is you end up overstimulated, which leads you to feeling unhappy. It's good for us to release dopamine in the brain because it's a happy chemical, but that's not the way we want to be releasing it. So one example of releasing dopamine is just by, achieving things like crossing off a to-do list. You might be just doing chores around the house and you're crossing things off the list, that gives you a dopamine hit, and that's a better way of getting a dopamine hit. But by scrolling, you're getting unnatural dopamine hits, and then that's just what leads you to actually feeling unhappy. So it's really good to be mindful of how much time you're spending on social media, and maybe even like if, sometimes it can be easy to get sucked into it and time can fly by. So what I recommend is if you decide you want to, check Facebook and have a wee scroll, just set an alarm for like, say, 10 minutes. And then once your alarm goes off, you're like, okay, that's my time on social media. I better get off now. So just sort of monitor it like that. Now, the fifth small habit is a good night's sleep. If you undersleep, oversleep, or have a broken sleep, that's going to make you feel low vibrational. I hate it when I have like a broken sleep. I always feel terrible the next day for it. Always feel really low, lack of energy. So it's really important for our health and for our vibration to get a really good night's sleep. And what can also help with that is being in a dark room. Like, I can't sleep properly if there's light coming in. It can, disrupt us during our sleep cycles. And some people may get blacked out curtains. I know of someone that actually uses tinfoil on their windows to like completely black out all the light. So the darker the room, the better. Now, number 6 is to eat a healthy, nutritious diet. So they say the gut is like a second brain, right? And what you're putting into it matters. If you're eating too much of the bad foods, the processed foods, the junk foods, that's going into your second brain. Your second brain's not going to function properly off that food. And, it can lead us to feeling low vibrational. It can negatively affect our moods. So by eating a healthy, nutritious diet, especially your plant foods like fruit and veggies, because they're plant foods that are provided by the earth, they're naturally high vibrational. So by putting them into your body, that will help to raise your vibration. So make sure you're eating, a healthy, nutritious diet, and you're drinking water, and so you're like fueling your body right, because your body needs to be fueled right to be able to operate correctly. You know what I mean? And now number 7, this is an important one, and that is feel emotions. And what I mean by that is when you have negative emotions, because we are human, we can't be positive all the time. We don't want to be like those toxic positive people where it's love and light and we're never allowed to have a negative emotion, because if you don't allow yourself to feel your emotions, you end up suppressing them in the body anyway. So when you have a negative emotion, you've noticed that you're feeling low, what you need to do is just feel it. And what I mean by this is I'm currently reading Dr. David Hawkins' book, Letting Go. And he talks about using the letting go technique to deal with emotions. And basically what it is when you've got a negative emotion there, you just sit with it. You don't resist it. You just allow it to be there and observe it from a neutral place, because you aren't your thoughts or your emotions. You're the conscious being that's able to take that step back and observe your thoughts or your emotions. So what Dr. David Hawkins says is basically you just allow the emotion to be there. You don't resist it, and just sit with it and just observe it. And what happens, I've put this into practice and it's crazy, eh? What happens is that emotion and that energy will just disappear. It just kind of like clears itself out. And this is why he talks about the letting go technique. You're actually releasing the emotion from the body. When I read this book, well, I'm still reading it, but what I learned was that even when we express emotions, we're still suppressing some of it in the body. And I thought we were supposed to express emotions. And he does say if it's a bigger thing that's happened, like more of a crisis that's happened, you're allowed to express emotions. But for the smaller stuff in your day-to-day life, he recommends the letting go technique, which you're surrendering the emotion. You're not storing it in the body. So again, you just sit with it. Don't resist it. Allow it to be there and observe it. And you'll notice that the emotion will just disappear and you'll naturally feel lighter. So those are the 7 small habits that will raise your vibration. And if you got some sort of value out of this video, Let me know by hitting the like button or write a comment. And if you like this sort of content, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'm going to drop another video here that will teach you how to raise your vibration permanently. So I highly recommend checking that video out. It's a great follow-up video after this one. Have an awesome day. Peace.